Hey guys, welcome back to Fantasy Tips. My name is Julian. This is the first buy low and sell high episode of the year. Basically, I'm going to be going through some players who are underperforming and are guys that you should be targeting in trades, buying low on, so you don't have to give a whole lot for these star players that are bound to turn it around pretty soon. And then on the flip side, I'm going to go through some players that are doing really, really well, probably better than they should be doing, and are guys that you should consider selling while they're high. Before we get started, guys, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And if you do want to take your support to the next level, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. Let's jump right into it now, and let's start with some buy low players. And first on the list is Kyle Connor of the Winnipeg Jets. And through 9 games, he has only 4 points and only 1 goal. He has been shooting the puck, though, which is made for a shooting percentage of only 3.3%. He averages usually around 15%, so that's an insanely low shooting percentage. So the goals will come, guys. He's going to start scoring, and soon. And when he does, his fantasy value is going to go up, and he's going to be someone that you want on your team. So you can probably buy him really low right now because he really has not done a whole lot so far. Second on the list is Sam Reinhart of the Florida Panthers. And through 9 games, he has only 2 points, and those points are both assists. So he's been pretty bad so far for your fantasy team if you haven't. But he obviously hasn't scored any goals, so his shooting percentage is 0%. On top of that, his on-ice shooting percentage is 6.8%, which is very, very low, and is basically an indicator that he's been quite unlucky. He's playing second line minutes as well as top power play time, so the goals and the points are bound to start coming, guys. This is a super talented player who's been absolutely incredible the last 3 years, and I have no reason to believe that he is not going to be an elite fantasy producer once again this year. Over the past 3 years, he's shot at over 16%. Obviously, currently, he's at 0%. So there's a lot of goals that should be coming soon, and he's someone that I would definitely buy low on. Now, this cold streak is not unprecedented. Last year, between November 9th to 27th, in a span of 9 games, he only had 2 assists, much like his start of year this year. We all know that Reinhart enjoyed a very strong season last year and was a very strong fantasy player. So don't worry too much, guys. Reinhart will turn it around, and he's someone that you should absolutely consider buying low on right now. The amount of comments that I've been getting, should I drop Sam Reinhart, is absolutely mind-boggling. Try to fleece these people by giving up very little for Sam Reinhart because the reward is going to be incredible. Next, I have an obvious one in Timo Meier. And he's got only 1 goal and 4 assists through 11 games this year. He's shooting at 1.9% right now, which is insanely low. And it's not like Timo Meier is an elite shooter that he shoots at like 15% or higher, anything like that. He shoots at about 10% normally, but 1.9% is insanely low. Something that's super encouraging, and you guys will like to hear it, Timo Meier is actually shooting the puck more on goal this year than he was last year. He's also hitting at the same pace as last year. So the peripherals that he's putting out are the same, which is absolutely good to see. He's just got to start putting the puck into the net, and that should start coming soon. He'll definitely be able to maintain a 10% shooting percentage. It's a pretty average percentage, nothing too crazy. So if he's able to get up to even that this year, he's going to be an elite fantasy producer for you because he's shooting the puck just so much that the goals are just going to keep coming because he's shooting the puck so much. And that's why Timo Meier is someone that you absolutely need to buy low on right now. The next guy to buy low on is Chris Letang, who has only 4 assists through 9 games, no goals. Has honestly been pretty disappointing. Now, the hits volume is down a little bit from last year, but he had a career high in hits last year, so that was expected to go down just a tick, which is fine. The blocks per game is about the same, so that's fine. What's worrisome is the shots on goal per game, which went from 2.7 last year to 1.9 shots on goal per game this year. I'm not too worried about that because if you actually look at shot attempts, last year he attempted 5.2 shots per game, and this year he's attempting 4.9, which is similar enough that you can just say that it's because of the small sample size. He's just basically got to start hitting the net. He's not hitting the net a lot right now, and that's the issue. As soon as he does, that shot volume will be right back to where we want it to be. And he's an elite defenseman, guys, getting top power play time for an amazing offensive team. Chris Letang is going to get going, and when he does, you're going to want him on your team. Try to buy him low while you still can. And last but not least for my buy lows is Teuvo Teravainen. He's only got 3 points through 8 games this season, and basically the analytics say that he's getting unlucky. Teuvo Teravainen is a fantastic player. He's just not been producing this year. Now, he's shooting the puck at the same rate as last year when he got 22 goals. He has 0 goals right now. He's another one of those guys that has a 0% shooting percentage. That obviously is going to go up. Those goals are going to start coming. Now, if you look at Teuvo Teravainen's PDO and on-ice shooting percentage, they're way low. Basically indicating that he's getting very, very unlucky and that the points are going to start coming. He's getting top line deployment alongside Sebastian Aho and is getting a decent amount of power play time as well. I'm fully expecting Teravainen to turn it around, and you can buy him at basically pennies on the dollar right now and give up very little for a truly elite player. Jumping to our sell high players right now, and first on the list is Dominik Kubalik of the Detroit Red Wings. Has 11 points, including 4 goals to start the season through 8 games only. And as of right now, his shooting percentage is 21.1%, which is incredibly high considering that his career average is 13.1. To top that off, his on-ice shooting percentage is incredibly high at 13.4%. This dude is getting super lucky, and despite him getting some pretty solid deployment right now, he's going to slow down. So if you can sell him now while he's rolling, that would be the perfect time to do so. Second on my list is Alex Tuch, who's got a couple goals above expected with 6 goals and 8 points through 8 games. He's shooting at over 30% right now, which is absolutely insane. His on-ice shooting percentage is 15.7% as well, which is just absolutely crazy, and there's no way he's going to be able to sustain that. He's getting super, super lucky, and he's going to cool down, and soon it looks like he's already starting to cool down right now, so now's the time to deal him. Next I have Andrei Svechnikov, who through 9 games has 8 goals and 10 points, which is absolutely crazy, but there's no way that's going to continue. He's shooting at 24.2%, whereas his career average is 12. So he's shooting at double what he should be normally shooting at, so he should only have about 4 goals right now, whereas he has 8. His on-ice shooting percentage is also 12.2%, which is basically indicating that he's getting lucky, like I already mentioned, and that there's no way on earth he's going to be continuing this kind of goal scoring, which is why now would be a pretty good time to sell Svechnikov, but I would only sell him for a super elite player. The next guy to sell high on is Martin Necas, who through 9 games has 5 goals and 8 assists for 13 total points, which is absolutely crazy. Now, he's shooting at over 19% right now, which is very high, and his career average is just over 12% before this year. So that's not going to continue, but the assists might. His on-ice shooting percentage is a little bit high at over 12%, and that's going to go down a little bit. Now, he's going to regress a little bit on the goal front. The assist front, he may be able to stay about the same, but Necas is worth a fortune right now. He's doing so well, and while I do think he's going to continue to have a really strong year, there's just no way he's going to continue at the pace that he's currently going at, and that's why I try to deal him for someone who's a lot more elite. Like, try to get a Kyle Connor for him if you can. Try to get like a Timo Meier if you can. See what you can get for Martin Necas, because right now, he's worth a lot. And last but not least for my sell high players is Valeri Nichushkin, who through 7 games has 7 goals and 5 assists for 12 total points. His shooting percentage right now is 27%. His average during his time in Colorado is 12%. So he's shooting at more than twice what he would normally shoot at, which is absolutely crazy, and there's no way on earth he's going to sustain that shooting percentage. He's not going to get a goal per game, guys. There's absolutely no way. This guy's a top 10 fantasy player right now, and he's been injured for the past couple games, which is telling you just how well he's doing. On top of that, their power play on ice shooting percentage for Nichushkin is almost 50%. There's no way a power play is going to continue to be that good the entire season. It's never happened in the history of the NHL, and it's not going to happen this year. His on-ice shooting percentage without the power play is over 20% too, which is just honestly almost unheard of, so high. He's someone who's a prime sell high candidate, and if you can get one of the aforementioned guys like Meyer or Kyle Connor for him, you should absolutely pull the trigger right now, because there's no way Nichushkin's going to continue that kind of pace the entire season. He may score at that kind of pace for the next few games still, but he's not going to be able to maintain that. He's doing about twice as well as he should be, and that's why it's a perfect time to be selling him right now. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. Do you agree with the list? Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're planning on selling or buying any of these guys, and let me know if you actually do manage to make a trade for any of these guys, and let me know how it goes down in the comments. Thanks so much, guys. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And if you do want to take your sport to the next level, the link to my Patreon is in the description below. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Fantasy Tipped.